Hey y'all, I made the most incredible pecan upside down cake this week and our family devoured it in half of a day. It was that good, and I have to show you. First, check out that caramel goodness topping. When you see the weird way I kind of made this cake, you're gonna say, I can't believe that's gonna turn out into the cake that I just made. Seriously, it looks wackadoodle crazy to dump batter in the middle of butter and brown sugar and maple syrup, but it works, and it worked really, really well. I tested 2 different flour blends for you, so you should be all set if you have one of those. If you have a different one, you can always reach out and I'll answer any questions about it. All right, are you ready to see how easy this is to make? Awesome. Add the flour, sugar, cinnamon, baking powder, salt, and the brown sugar to a large mixing bowl and whisk to blend. If there are any chunks in your brown sugar, just chop them up as you go. Partially melt your butter, add vanilla and eggs. Whisk them a little bit and then add in either milk or non-dairy milk. I used oat milk. Pour the wet ingredients into your dry ingredients and then just use a spatula to make sure you get all the liquid ingredients out of the bowl. Use a large spoon to mix your wet and dry ingredients. With this gluten-free cake, you want to be really sure not to overmix the batter, so just mix it until it's just barely mixed. In a small pan, heat butter, maple syrup, and brown sugar. Mix it and cook on medium-low heat. Add in the pecans and let it boil for 5 minutes, stirring frequently. After it boiled, turn off the stove and let the mixture cool for 5 to 10 minutes. Trace the bottom of a 9-inch cake pan on parchment paper. Cut out the circle, spray your pan with baking spray, and put the circle of parchment paper in the bottom of the pan. Pour the caramelized pecan mixture into the bottom of the pan and then spread it all around so that it's covering the parchment paper. Spoon the cake batter onto the pecans. Be careful not to stir or mix the batter into the pecans. Do this until all of the cake batter is in the pan. Gently spread the batter out over the pecans, being careful not to push too hard. You do not have to have the cake batter up against the edges of the pan. Slide a baking sheet under the cake pan just in case there's some spills. Place a plate over the pan and then invert so that the cake comes out onto the plate. Pull the cake pan off, and if you see any caramel pecan mixture in the pan, just spoon it onto the cake. Let the cake cool and then serve. I can't wait to hear what you think of this cake. Drop a comment or share with friends. All right, so this is the cake. Look, you can't even tell it cooked in all that butter, can you? And all right, now the taste test. This is the Namaste flour blend. I tried that other flour blend just to do the two, like I said, but let's see. This cake's not gonna last long either. Both flour blends were a total success. Now you need to make this.